Okay. Show me.
Hi there guys, welcome back to the Dutch SC channel. Thank you very much for tuning in for a retry update on this Durafly Bonanza. See, what I'll be trying in this video is a different setup for the elevator. If you've seen my maiden flight with this airplane, I told you that the elevator responsiveness is quite severe, if that's the right word. I did like it, but it's probably not what you'd want if you get this plane new, especially if you're a less experienced pilot. So what I'll do in this flight is check if my different elevator setup works better for most people. And what I've done is I've moved this push rod, the metal push rod, one hole down on the servo arm. It's now in the second hole from the center of the servo arm. So there's one unused hole, and then the second hole, that's what I've used. Obviously on both sides, so on this side as well. And we're gonna test if that works out better for this plane. We'll see what it's like. And the end of this flight will probably be a bit funny, or maybe it'll actually result in a crash, I don't know yet, because I'll be flying into the sun that's over there. See, the wind is coming over from there, that tree line over there. So I'll have to start my approach from over there. And I won't be seeing much. I'm not sure what you'll be able to see, but well, yeah, we'll see what happens. Here we go. All right, here we go for a retry. Approximately 70–80% throttle on takeoff. That's what the plane really needs. It's not all that powerful. So yeah, here we go. And we're off, and again we had ourselves a hairy takeoff. I'm doing a little trimming. The plane might not be visible to you anymore. Let's see. Okay, let's get it back down. I'm at 50% throttle again. I'm still off trim. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I had to apply a lot of down trim. Okay. But it seems fine by now. So that takeoff you saw, that was a couple of stalls. Yeah, and that was basically because of the plane being not trimmed well. But it flies fine now. I'm flying it hands off now. Looks like it needs a little bit of aileron trim maybe, but that might be the wind. I'm flying with a headwind now, so sideways opposed to the plane, if you catch my drift. So does this actually improve things, this change I've made? It is definitely easier to fly the plane smoothly. As you can see, I'm flying it pretty slowly. And it is definitely easier to make it look scale-like. Yeah, the way I had the elevator set up in the previous flight, It was definitely fun to fly, but it also didn't look very scale. Now I do have a little bit of wind, as always in the Netherlands, so it gets bobbed around a little bit. But this is more what you'd expect from an RC plane. The elevator feel is much more predictable this way. So if you get this aeroplane new from HobbyKing, I would definitely suggest starting out with the elevator push rods and the second hole on the servo arms. This is much more relaxing. Now again, I did like the plane being as sporty, as maneuverable as it was. But yeah, again, this is more appropriate to this plane. And if you're new to this plane, this is a handier response rate to start out with. So yeah, this is an improvement, definitely. Yeah, I'm not sure what it'll look like to you, but to me this looks pretty scale-like. This is a pretty scale-looking plane. It's not a fighter jet or whatever, so you want to fly it reasonably slowly, and it's not an acrobatic 3D plane, right? In real life you wouldn't be inverted flying this plane or try to hover it. That would certainly lead to a crash in real life. So this is what the plane would fly like in real life. In real life you'd probably be using the rudder more, but yeah, I'm more of a bank and yank flyer. So yeah, let's try the rudder again. Oh, okay, yeah, again, I do not like the rudder action of this airplane. Now, obviously I haven't flown this plane in real life, the real Bonanza. I'd really like to try it, but it might be as much of a handful as this Durafly rendition, especially on rudder turns. It takes a nosedive when you try to rudder turn this plane. So yeah, if you want to try rudder turns with this plane, take it up a bit higher and see what it does. So you get yourself familiar with its peculiarities. But other than that, it's not a hard plane to fly at all. Huh, cool stuff, man. Yeah, it's again, it's now easy to fly it smoothly, which is nice. And I think it looks nice in the air, this plane. Again, definitely a recommended plane this. It's nice and affordable. It looks nice, in my humble opinion. And you can set it up to be quite maneuverable. But as I'm flying it now, it can be flown very scale-like as well. It handles wind pretty well. As you probably know if you are familiar with my channel, it's most times it's pretty windy in the Netherlands. I actually don't even know if I'll be audible in this video because of the wind. But in case I am, you can see that it handles this wind admirably, especially for a reasonably small plane, sub 1 meter plane. And one of the nicest things about this plane, in my opinion, is its roll characteristics. It's so level in rolls. You don't have to apply any up or down elevator in a roll to make it fly straight in a roll. You can do very nice slow rolls and it'll just keep on going in the same direction. It's definitely almost unbelievable how level this plane is in rolls. Not a lot of planes have these rolls. Very nice, man. Yeah. And again, it's a well, sub 1 meter plane. Well, it's almost a meter, 950 millimeters, but it's easy to keep track of in the sky. I'm not sure why. Yeah, those black stripes at the bottom definitely help. Maybe the shape of the fuselage. I'm not completely sure actually, but it's yeah, again, it's easy to keep track of. So keeping your orientation in check with this airplane is pretty easy. And yeah, I'm probably making things look easy as well. Sorry about that. I can't delete my flight experience. Yeah, that's just what it is. Yeah, the rolls, cool. Alright guys, and let's try a landing. I'll have to point the camera into the sun for that. Sorry about that. So I'll bring it around. And I can't see a freaking thing anymore. No, that didn't work. Let's try the other way around. Okay, zero throttle. Let's see what that does. Nah, too far. I don't feel like walking that far. Yeah, I knew this was gonna be a problem, that sun and the wind direction. Oh well, let's try that again. Ooh, let's not stall it, let's not stall it. No, too far. Hot damn! Okay. Okay, zero throttle, and again, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see anything by now. It has a nice glide slope, doesn't it? Yeah, again, I hope you were able to actually see that. I had a hard time seeing things myself with that freaking sun. Oh well. But the plane survived just fine. I hope you were able to see that, but as you could see, the glide slope in landings, very nice. I was actually landing it hands off. I just cut the throttle and it floated on down, and yeah, a few little corrections with the ailerons, and that was it. Cool. Okay, so I think this is successful, and that setup for the elevator is definitely recommended. This makes it a far easier plane to fly. So, maybe that'll be informative for you. Myself, I'm gonna move the elevator push rods back to their original position because I really liked its responsiveness. But yeah, again, this is better if you get this plane new out of the box, set it up this way, and it'll be easier to fly. Alright, catch you on the next video. Bye bye.